Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today, day number 228 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Today and all year, we have a 21-question random knowledge trivia quiz. There's 20 questions up front. There's a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of this episode if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching, and good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. Ken Forsey, an inventor and author, created the toy. Worlds of Wonder distributed it, and it became the best-selling toy in 1985 and 1986. What was the name of this plush toy that came preloaded with a cassette tape that enabled him to tell stories while his mouth and eyes moved? This plush toy was called the Teddy Ruxpin. Question number 2. It is found on the official state flag just above the seal. It is also the name of the highest peak in the state at just over 4,000 feet. What is this plant that is also the official state flower of the state of Kansas? If you ever get the chance, go visit Mount Sunflower. It's beautiful. Sunflower is the answer. Question number 3. This constellation, with Gemini and Auriga, lies entirely in the winter circle. This constellation is never seen at the same time as Scorpius, and it includes a shield west of its third brightest star, Bellatrix. The supergiants Rigel and Betelgeuse are found in what constellation? The answer is Orion. Question number 4. The 15th, ratified in 1870, the 19th, ratified in 1920, and the 26th, ratified in 1971, are all amendments to the U.S. Constitution that deal with what specific right of an American citizen? All of those amendments deal with the right to vote. Voting is the answer. Question number 5. What is the word that starts with the letter A that can describe either an ancient Turkish breed of cat, a domesticated goat that produces the lustrous fiber known as mohair, or a type of downy coat made from the fibers of a rabbit with the same name? There are 4 different examples there of Angora. Angora is the answer. Question number 6. In the 9th century, Pope Nicholas made an official decree that all churches must display a certain animal on top of their steeples or domes as a symbol of Peter's betrayal of Jesus. In accordance with the decree, churches started using weather vanes with what animal on top, still popular today? I just learned this. The answer is the rooster. That's why weather vanes have roosters on top. Question number 7. In The Time Machine, scientist H. George Wells builds a time machine and decides to visit the future. When he travels thousands of years into the future, he discovers a post-apocalyptic world that is inhabited by the humanoid Eloi and what monstrous species that feeds on them? In the future, there are the Eloi and the Morlocks. Question number 8. The Lone Ranger began as a radio program in 1933 and aired until 1954, with several cast changes during its 20-plus year run. What Italian musical composer, known for works like The Barber of Seville, also composed the music used as the Lone Ranger theme song? believe that theme is from the William Tell Overture by Rossini. Rossini is the composer. Question number 9. The Adventures of the Second Stain, The Adventures of the Three Students, The Sign of Four, The Five Orange Pips, and The Adventure of the Six Napoleons were all titles of stories written by what man? Those were all Sherlock Holmes stories written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Question number 10. In a now famous letter to William Smith in 1787, which one of America's founding fathers stated that the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants? The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants, so saith Thomas Jefferson. Question number 11. The Providencia washed ashore in January of 1878 with a load of coconuts bound from Havana to Barcelona. According to early settler accounts, what fancy Florida town received its name when this load of coconuts took root in the sand and grew into full trees? That town is Palm Beach, Florida. Question number 12. Lake Ontario receives its water from the 4 other Great Lakes as well as from drainage from its local watershed. And then the entire system flows into the Atlantic Ocean via what deep water river? They all drain out through the St. Lawrence River. Question number 13. The current coat of arms of the Republic of Austria has been in use in its first forms by the First Republic of Austria since 1919. Though it is a Western nation, Austria's coat of arms has an eagle with what 2 Soviet symbols in its talons? The eagle is carrying a hammer and sickle. Question number 14. The USS Constitution was victorious in battle against the HMS Guerriere on August 19th, HMS Java on December 29th, and the HMS Cayenne and HMS Levant on February 20th. In which war were these battles where the Constitution earned her nickname Old Ironsides? The answer is the War of 1812. Question number 15. This creature was fed cake soaked in wine by the Sibyl of Cumae to help Aeneas pass it, and this creature so terrified King Eurystheus that he hid in a jar. What is the name of this 3-headed guardian of the Greek underworld? This 3-headed canine was Cerberus, not Fluffy. Question number 16. The order, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes," was given during this battle, which was fought outside Boston. What was the name of this early Revolutionary War battle that, despite its name, was fought mostly on Breed's Hill? The battle fought on Breed's Hill was called the Battle of Bunker Hill, which was close by. Question number 17. During the 1970s, what term for teacher, or the Indian equivalent of rabbi, first became well known in America and Europe through the rapid growth of Indian movements built around such figures as the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. The answer is a guru. Question number 18. What is the name of the legendary actor who starred in both a 1935 and a 1963 film called The Raven, but is probably more well known for appearing in movies like Frankenstein and The Mummy, and narrating 1966's How the Grinch Stole Christmas? This legendary film actor was named Boris Karloff. Question number 19. A type of field kitchen covered wagon historically used for the storage and transportation of food and cooking equipment on the prairies of the United States and Canada. Named after the food that they served, what were these wagons called that fed settlers, traveling workers, cowboys, and loggers? On the trails, they referred to food as chuck. These wagons were called chuck wagons. And question 20. In 1965, the Beatles starred in a popular slapstick musical comedy. The film ends with the credit, "This film is respectfully dedicated to the memory of Mr. Elias Howe, who, in 1846, invented the sewing machine." What was the title of this 1965 film? It was the follow-up movie to A Hard Day's Night. This movie was called Help. And nobody really knows why they dedicated that movie to the inventor of the sewing machine. Probably just for laughs, and it works. That's it for today. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker for today's trivia. Wells directed, co-wrote, starred in, and produced the film Citizen Kane, his very first feature. When Citizen Kane opened on April 11th, 1941, Orson Welles was how old? Whichever player gets closest is going to win the point. Orson Welles was 25 years old when he made Citizen Kane, one of the most critically acclaimed movies of all time. Personally, I haven't seen it. It's on the list. I'll let you know when I do. Thank you for watching. Check back tomorrow for another new trivia quiz. See you then.